Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode 19 on the Backcountry 4X map by RGC Modding. We are going to do a lot of work today, as we always do. But anyways, so we had some issues with a mod that was in the game, and you guys always know my rules, that when there's an issue with the mod, that it comes right out of the game. I'm not going to name any modders' names, because you guys know me by now that we're not here to bash modders, we're not here to do anything. A lot of hard work goes into mods, but let's just say it's the cow pen, and it's frankly by a pretty big name modder that's done maps and mods, and they're on the Giants Mod Hub. So if any of you have ever used that mod or have played the person's maps, you understand what I'm talking about, and we're not going to get into it. We're going to drop it. So anyways, let me show you really quick. We are now 2,800 trees, as I promised. 500 trees gone off the map, and 5913. So we played about 5 hours off camera. So we are going to go down here, and we are going to get our brand new cow pens fed. So we ended up with a... Hang on a second, I got a wicked itch on my eye. There we go. Because I just put my glasses on and it was... Ooh. Anyways, we ended up with 100 more cows than we had before. So we're going to go with 300 instead of 200. We also have recently bought a brand new tractor. We now have the New Holland T8 435, and we have a slurry spreader. So we're going to... sprayer, shall we say. We're going to come over here, and we're not going to put any straw or anything in this because we're only using slurry anyways. So we only got to buy TMR to fill them up, and that's it. Both cow pens are filled. They hold 150 cows each, so we have 300 total cows, and we're ready to go. So as you can see, when you get done here, you'll see that it's quite cheap with the amount of money that I'm going to end up making from milk to just buy it. And then that's it. Then I'll give you quite a tour once we're done. Once we're done feeding these guys, then we're going to probably go and terraform a little bit with our dozer. So it's going to be great, and it's going to be epic. Now my eyes won't stop being blurry, but that's okay. That's okay. We're here. We're here, and we're ready to go. So how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic as usual, because I am. I want to throw out a little bit of a poll. I'm going to ask you guys, I don't think that's going to turn all the way up, so we're going to go until we can just fit like that. Would you like me to remove the trees from the town and the farm? Because remember, we talked about that. So let's see, did we just fill all the pan up? Close enough. We're going to go buy another load. Because if you do, because remember, we're doing the remove every tree challenge. So, yeah. Here's some more mixed rations. So if you guys want me to, I will. If you want me to leave them, I'll leave them. It's not the end of the world, but I'll leave that up to you guys. As you guys saw the poll that we have put up for the next series, which is going to be still a ways away, but still either way, I wanted to get you guys thinking about it. So far, the ultra-realistic on a bigger map is winning, and winning by almost double the amounts. So that's kind of cool. And so far it's gonna, and that poll's gonna stay up until we get ready to start the series. So it's gonna be kind of cool. I'm kind of anxious to see who wins and what style of play wins. Oops, we gotta get out a little bit farther. There we go. This is a nice little truck. I love it. But anyways, that mod that was here, remember the cow pen that was here, it would make manure, okay, in the spot that it was supposed to make it, which it was supposed to make it in the pens, and it did. I came and I cleaned it out. Let me get out a little bit. I cleaned it out with a skid loader, and it cleaned out the whole area. Everything was great. Sold it. And then when I got done with this day, the last day, which was April, let's make sure we are full. We need about 6,000 more, but then we can just leave it in here. Left it in there, and it stayed empty. It stayed at 0. I got done with this day, and I saved it, and then I said, okay, I want to see if it's going to work. And I fast forwarded not 1, not 2, but 3 months ahead, and it still made no manure, and their straw was full. So the mod's broken, or has a mod conflict with something I'm using, which couldn't have happened because it made manure the first time. So what I'm trying to figure out is it made manure the first time, but then didn't respawn, which is kind of I've never heard of before. Usually it doesn't work like that. So if it was a mod conflict, it wouldn't have spawned at all. It would have stayed at 0. But since it filled up, and we had like 45 or 46,000 liters of manure that I cleaned out by hand. And then what I did is I cleaned it out, and then I saved it. And like I said, I went ahead 3 months, and it didn't make any more manure. So it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. So we're not going to dwell on it. We're not going to give out names. We're not going to make that person feel horrible. But it definitely needs an update. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so now our cows are perfectly fed, and that's all they take. Okay, they're going to make slurry, and they're going to make milk. We're not going to get any manure out of it, which in this mod as well, the manure spawns right inside this door here, inside the pen. These are the slatted cow pens that hold 150 each. The manure spawns right in here along this edge here. And you got to come in here, and it's pretty cool because it's got a wide enough door where you can get a wheel loader in there. I've done it. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get you guys up in the air, and we'll go and we'll start terraforming. What we got? Some time, and I'll give you let's get this on and this on, and we will get up in the air like we always do every episode. All right, so we're going to go past our town here a little super fast. I now have planted this field like I promised. It is now corn. As you can see, it is perfect. 200 out of 200 and 6.75 out of 6.75, and it is now corn. So now we have officially, we'll get up here, and we have officially 6 fields, 2 corn and 4 sunflowers. So we're ready to go. You can see where our tractors and stuff are, how far we've cleared. So let's get on over there. Let's give one little tour this way quick as we go. This is starting to look really nice as a farm. The trees aren't as bothersome as I thought they would be, so we can kind of leave them for ambiance. But as you can see, it's getting pretty clear over here as far as trees. Now we're going to, I want to show you that we have worked, like I said, cleared a lot of trees. And what I did is, this is our actual border of our land. I went through and I made our border, which is right here. I went through and I chipped up the trees, and everything to the right we do not own. Everything to the left we do own. Came all the way up here, and there's a little mini lake right here, and all the side that we own is now got soil in it, and the side that it doesn't. We come down here, and it kind of curves. It's kind of weird how the property line goes. It doesn't just go straight. It kind of curves at the end, because all of those trees, I've tested them. You cannot chip them up. It says you now have access to the land. And then as you can see, this is 500 trees. That's it. That little bitty area that we've gone has been 500 trees. So you can only imagine what's going to be left just on our property line, just here. I'm guessing probably another couple thousand, maybe, trees. Remember, it is a 4X map. And then once we clear everything off this, we are not putting any more fields in. We are just going to terraform it in and make it smooth, and then leave it dirt. That's what it'll be. Once we get done with this property, then we're going to come up here and do the other end of our property, the next piece of land over here, so we can alternate. And wherever that piece of property goes, we'll make a line, because we can always add a field. That's the cool thing about it. We can always add a field. We can never, once you have the field in, then you're kind of obligated to take it and fix it. So let's get this down and do some actual work today. So I'm not just giving a tour. Wait, I got no legs. But I hope you guys are doing well. And as you can see, I took the trees out because we're on the clear to every tree map. These you cannot reach. You cannot even reach this with the, watch, you'll see. Right. I can reach that, but if I, can I cut this one down? I can cut this one down. Can I use the, yes I can. All right. So that one I can reach. All right, so I want to make sure while we're right here. See, this is a weird piece of property here. There's the line to make sure that we definitely can't get any of these trees. Yep, see, I can't even hook onto it. So there we go. That tree's, they're done now. So, that's, wow, my eyes are really bothering me. I'm still with you guys. I'm still with you. Don't worry. Just rubbing my eyes. There. All right, so let's terraform some stuff here and get set up on this. We will turn this off. That's super strength, as you guys know. I don't know why it won't never let you get into a vehicle. All right, we're started. Vehicle, and we're going to go paint radius 200. We know that. Terraform strength 200. Radius 200. Come down to smooth. 200. 200. We're going to go flat and smooth, and let's go. Turn her on. Get her down to the lights come on. And there we go. That's going to keep that line nice and straight. And we are smoothing the line, or smoothing the ground as we go. Just got to make sure you keep it kind of straight. Which is why I kind of wanted to let the trees go on the side of here. I was going to put them in, and I thought, nah, we're clearing the whole map. Oh, I also can do this. So, raise this up, and we've got this now set up, which is kind of cool. So, I'll show you a quick way to get rid of all that dirt since we're not using it. Gets rid of it. All right, so let's go to here. Actually, we'll go down and we'll do another run up. No, we won't. We'll go right here because it's going to overlap. Okay, you could go a little faster backwards. But we'll go right about there. There we go. Now we just put our cruise control on and we relax. And now it's going to stay on the, go down a little lower. It'll stay on the control, the GPS. Because that's the way we got it set up. And it's just going to run right down here. And then we just go back and forth, which is kind of cool. But what we're going to do when we get down here is we're going to make to go around the end. So we get it. So anyways, that's what we got going on. I'm so glad you guys are loving this series as much as I am. Oh, I can go down even further. There we go. Now it looks like we're doing something. Because I'm really enjoying this series. I really am excited to get to a new map, but I also want to make sure that I withhold my promises that I give it to you guys. And as you can see, the dirt down in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that's the, I can't remember the name of the mod, but it's the visual where you can see what it's doing. There's only 336 dirt that I'm pushing. It'll hold 25,000, but it'll max out at 6,400, but it'll keep pushing it, but it'll just start coming out the sides. So, all right, so now that we're down here, we're going to keep going. We're going to get down a little past here, and then we're going to go to the next row. Shebang. And at 7 miles an hour, you can just whip around. Whip around. Whip it. I whip my hair back and forth. As you can see, the 200% is generally to the right of the machine or the left, whichever way it's pushing. So, but it's all smoothing it. It's pretty flat over here to begin with, so it's not really gonna, like, you're not gonna visually see it like we did up on the hill. Remember, that was crazy. You will see it when we get to the edges, though. So this way you guys get to kind of ride along with me while I'm terraforming. I mean, you've seen it before, but there's not a lot going on right now. Once I get, I made the mistake. I made a huge mistake, guys. I planted, what do you call it there? Sunflowers. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even think for a second. I planted sunflowers. They take 8 months to grow. I did not know that. I thought, oh, they make the most amount of money. I should have picked like oats or sorghum or something like that and had it done, and we could have already had a crop to harvest. So, you know, as it goes, we're going to, as we get going, because since we have 6, where's that? We're going to pick this up, and then we're going to paint it on there so that we can go right here. As you can see, that line is like a angle. It's weird. But I made that mistake, and you know what? I own it. It is what it is. And it'll teach you to pay attention, Fury. There we go. And then we'll get cruise control set up, and we'll go right along the tree line here. And this will, you guys will see it when we get to the end over here. But look how wide a swath that does. So when you're setting up the GPS or auto control add-on, vehicle control add-on, I'm sorry, I'll get it correct. It's this right here is a 12-meter swath that it's doing all at once. So technically, I could make the efficiency-wise, I can use the big circle or the big square and cover more area. But this gets it way better. This gets it at a smaller, and when it's smaller like this, it actually terraforms it really well, as you guys saw up on the hill. It's just I'm absolutely, this is my favorite mod by far. And I kind of stumbled on it a little bit. I kind of was looking around for Terraform mods, and you guys know how I feel about the Terra-Farm mod. It's my favorite, right up there where if a map doesn't support it, I don't play it, because I like the ability to have mining if I want it. But I stumbled on this, and this is put up by FS Miners. So, and oh, by the way, the winch works too. You can hook it up to a tree. You can drag trees with it. Now, you guys are going to see right here how this is going to work. I'm going to go slow so you can see the ground start going down. See it? And we're going to go right to where we get it, all up there. Now we're going to raise this up. Now we have to do this for just a few more times when we have to get rid of this dirt. Now normally, as you guys saw, I would use the dirt with that mod that makes stones out of it, but we're not doing that anymore. So we're going to get going right here. And we'll go right around in a circle. I want to get a little wider, because I think it will. Yep, I knew it was going to do that. That's okay. You can always repaint the lines on. But there you go. Now, as you can see, look how much that's terraforming that edge. Look at that. Now, you could, like I said, you could go out with the circle, and you could do that, the whole sort of thing. But then you got to go over, and then the spray paint sound gets annoying after a while. As you can hear, this kind of sounds pretty dope. And it doesn't get annoying. But you can see now, right behind me is perfectly terraformed. Perfect, smooth. Now you go through and you paint it, and you paint the roads on you want. Whoops, I got it too low. When you get too low, it's kind of like the same as when you're using a leveler. It won't steer. But you can see I'm doing the whole edge, and it's smooth. That you guys get a first-hand view of it working. Look at that. And you can continue to go over this. What I like about this the most is, you see I'm going one way, right? If I decide to switch it and I turn around and I go the other way, what I do is I change the dirt texture to something different, like gravel or whatever, so I can tell where I'm going, and I go two different ways sometimes. See that? And we're covering 12 meters at a time, so it's no different than plowing, except that this way gets every single, you can see where I did the edge, where it's nice and flat. See that? It's really nice. Then here, we got to go out a little ways, because we have to get on our line, which I think is going to be about right here. See if it auto-corrects itself. And it did. There you go. There you go. We can go a little bit lower. Just can't go too far down or it will drag. So, but anyways, I've got big plans for this map. But that's 500 trees. We did 500 trees in 1 month. I'm going to do another 500 today. I'm going to continue to focus on the our property here, so that we can. This is great, because now I can just set it and forget it. I can talk away and not have to worry about anything. Gets rid of the sticks. Gets rid of everything. So if you're on a map that accepts Terraform, you can get rid of all those sticks without having to paint over it. You're technically painting it anyways. But I'm going to continue focusing straight ahead on that trees. I'm going to do another 500, and then 500. If it ends up being 50,000 trees when we're done with this map, so be it. Or I'm almost guessing. Like I always say to you guys, if I'm a betting man, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that probably there's going to be between 80,000 and 100,000 trees on this map. And that's because I know that Piney Acres has 80,000, and that's only a 2x map. This is a 4x map. I would almost guarantee it's got more trees on it, because you see the area that I've cleared here. That was only that's 500 trees, and we just cleared that little bit. So 500 will give us another chunk. I'm guessing, like I said, probably another couple thousand, and we'll be able to get this section done, and then we'll be able to move back up so we can alternate. And hopefully, I think my sunflowers are literally we'll go one more pass around, then we'll be able to turn around. The sunflowers, I think, are stage 3, so we still got 4 more, but the corn will be ready first, because corn was only 6 months. Now, going forward, what we're going to do is we're going to start planting either sorghum or oats so that we can get harvests every 4 months. So we'll switch headers out. So when the first cornfield gets done and we get it fertilized and limed and everything, when we seed it, we'll seed it in oats. So we'll change headers. And then we'll get the next field when it's done, which is going to be the next cornfield, I think, up will be that one. And I'm going to alternate them so that every single time you guys come back, we have some sort of harvest going on, because I really don't want you guys to watch too much of the tree chipping. I just think it gets boring after a while and it gets annoying. It's not like my, oops, now I'm going to have to paint that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it'll pick it up. We'll see. Because it wasn't full. Yeah, perfect. And like I said, we'll go a second thing, and you can see how much I've actually terraformed. This thing turns. I'm really falling in love with these tracked vehicles. How quickly they turn. See, now I'm terraforming even better. And then if you really wanted to, like I was stating to you guys earlier, if you really want to get like crazy with it, you change the paint texture to like gravel, like I was saying earlier, and you go the other way with it, and it'll terraform it down even farther. You guys saw that field up in the corner there. I literally almost have it completely flat. So you could do this and build on it, even though you could build on it anyways. But why not have it completely flat? And if you really wanted to, you can level it. The only thing that I recommend against with this machine is if you level it, it builds up the dirt really, really fast. What I would do at that point, if you're going to level it, turn it down to like 25% and then level it in sections. Like do 25%, then 50% until you get up to 200. This is almost easier to smooth out, if you know what I mean. And what I like is I get right to the end and I turn and it picks it up. It's so nice. FS Miner is a genius when it comes to making mining mods. And just, if you go over and download, just, send a few pennies his way and, buy him a coffee, and it helps him make the mods that we all love. And I'm telling you, we got to come up here now. Almost there. And I think it's right here. I like how this one auto-corrects really slow, but it does. There you go. Here we go. We got about 7 minutes, and we've now are going to... I was hoping to get this done. Terraforming. This is not terraforming. This is terrafarming. I just think it's genius to be able to use machines to level your ground, and it's like when you can simulate realism. Really, really good with this. Like you would cut the trees down, and then you would take a dozer in real life, and you would make a road, and they would make it, because all the old-time farmers and stuff, they would just drive over it until it had paths in it. That's why if you go to an abandoned farm or you go to a farm that's no longer in use, a lot of their paths through the woods and stuff are all gone. You can barely find them because they don't use them anymore. But the professionals, when they go in with the logging, because a buddy of mine is a real-life logger, and he tells me they go in with a dozer, and they'll clear out the trees with a harvester or a wood chipper or whatever they have that clears roads, and then they come in there with a dozer. So I think this is amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. So now that we've got 24 meters separated, we can now turn around and go. Because the only reason I did that is with this being 12 meters, if I go towards my edge that I worked hard making, it's going to go up on it. So Now we just get past it one length and we turn right around. And I like how it slows down when you turn around. Turn the corner. And shebang. And we're right back on the next line over. We did it. We made it. So I will we'll go as far as we can today on this, and then I will finish it off camera, and I'll cut down another 500 trees. And when we come back tomorrow, first thing we'll do is, which is June, we will feed the cows again, and then we may have to have an episode of cutting trees. We may have to have at least one episode so you guys can see me chipping trees. I was gonna bring out the harvester again, but there's way too many trees now. We're at the point now where we need speed. And it took me to do 100. It takes me just a little bit under 1 hour to chip the trees up, get rid of the stumps, and that's going tree to tree to tree to tree, literally. I do about a tree a minute, but you know it's pretty close to 30 seconds to a minute to go from tree to tree. And so it takes me just about, well, it's about 40 minutes. Let's look at reality to get those 100 trees done. So as you saw from, and I've been very transparent with this series. As you see, we played 4 hours off camera. So as soon as we get done recording, I switch that from 6x to 1x, just so you guys know. And that way I have enough time. I also had shut the time off because I did not notice the manure until we were into today, till we were into May. I did not notice it. So I went to go to clear the manure out, and I had stopped time. So I played another about an hour with the time not moving just to get those cow pens set and everything. So, yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. I've been very transparent with this whole series, letting you guys know what I'm doing, letting you guys know how it's working, and I'm doing that on purpose so that you guys can, what we're going to do now is I'm going to back up, and I'm going to get rid of that big pile. Whoops. Yes, sorry, I was on the right one to begin with. And I'm painting with the darker one just to get rid of this so we can free up some space. And then we can push this down and go. There we go. But I've been doing that the last 2 or 3 series. Just, you know, there's too many people, I think, too many content creators out there. And, hey, I'm not out here to bash people. People can play the way they want to play. There's too much stuff going on behind the scenes that nobody knows. They'll put money in. They'll do all kinds of stuff. Next thing you know, you show up and they've got a brand new tractor, a brand new piece of equipment. You guys know. You've seen me sell wood chips. You've seen me buy the equipment. You've seen me terraforming. This is how I do it. Off camera or not on camera. I am literally doing the same thing here to finish this section here. And we very easily could just plant another field in here, but here's my fear, and this is why I don't really want to do another field, is because if I create this field, which would be nice to have 7 fields, once I start harvesting those fields, I can't cut any trees. I have to spend the time harvesting, selling the stuff, liming, fertilizing, seeding to get that field ready for the next one. And so if I spend the time doing that, that's 7 times. It takes about an hour to 2 hours to harvest it, you know, and then get it ready. So it literally takes me a full month. I wouldn't have enough time to cut any trees down. And remember, we just cut 50 trees or 500 trees down, and we barely moved. So that's why I'm not going to create a field. But we get all the fields down, or we get all the trees down, then we can create a couple more fields. I don't have a problem with that. So got about a minute left, and on that note, we are going to say our goodbyes as we work, and then we are going to, you see about how high I have that. You can lower it down as you see, but it tends to drag a little bit more. So as long as the blue lights are on, you're good. Those little light blue lights are green or whatever color they are now. But anyways, as I take a deep breath and get ready, so here we go. As usual, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding-dong bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you right back here on Wednesday for another video. Enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. And we will go right like this, and we will shut it down, shut the Terraform off, and you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great one.